I think that what's happening with technology is that it's getting increasingly more and more transparent. And that's actually the goal of the technology companies, is they want things to just work. And my feeling is that we're getting to a point where it's dissolving into the background. My name is Kiwan Karamidas, and I'm the curator of this exhibition, which is called The Interface Experience, 40 Years of Personal Computing. And it's about getting people to think about their digital experiences more critically, to look at the way they use devices relative to the way they've used devices in the past, and open up their idea of what it means to have a personal computing experience. The 5 core devices are the Commodore 64, the Macintosh Plus, the Palm Pilot Professional, the iPad 2, and the Microsoft Kinect. And the idea for those 5 devices was to find technologies that we could create live interactive experiences for, so they had to work. So we picked 5 devices that sold well and were durable, so that was one precondition. But more importantly was that they each represent a stage in the kind of historical development of interface experience. The Commodore is representative of the earliest stage of personal computing. It's predominantly keyboard-based. Graphics are on the rise, but they're still rudimentary. There's color sometimes, there's not color sometimes. The audio on the devices is kind of fluctuating. The Commodore is actually renowned for having a very good audio chip relative to its contemporaries. And it was also a device that was only $500 and sold 12 million units. So it was really representative of a synergy of all the different kind of new things happening in the first era of personal computing. The second device is the Apple Macintosh. The Macintosh undeniably is the machine that brings the graphical user interface and the mouse to the masses. There had been early research experiments and 1 or 2 failed computers, but the Mac stuck. And we really have been using the mouse, the keyboard, and the graphical user interface on all computers since 1984. It's about 30 years, and someone can go to a Mac and it feels familiar to using their contemporary iMac or Chromebook. Then we really don't have anything in the Core 5 for 13 years until we get to the Palm Pilot. And the Palm Pilot was easy to use, it turned on right away. They designed it intelligently so that it only did a certain subset of what a computer could do rather than all of what a computer could do. And it fit in your pocket, it had a stylus. It ran on AAA batteries. It really is a phenomenal synthesis of a lot of important design questions that made portability possible. That's a big step forward and leads to the iPhone and all of the kind of smartphones that we think about today. We jump forward another 13 years to the iPad. Since the early days of computer engineering, people have always kind of aspired to having the portable thing that looks like a notebook but is really a powerful computer. And the last device is the Microsoft Kinect. It's a peripheral for the Xbox 360 console, which allows you to use gestures and voice commands to control the computer. And it's part of both a move towards non-physical interface, this kind of invisible touching of the screen, and also of companies trying to penetrate the living room. We'll see where this kind of gestural and vocal control goes, but it's undeniable that the Kinect is this first device that really got everyone thinking about it and has started a conversation about where interface experience will go in the future. I'm a great believer that not everyone needs to code, not everyone needs to be able to build a computer, but they need to understand how the stuff works and also how the industries behind that stuff works. I study this stuff on my own as my academic career, and I don't think about my iPhone every time I use it. And there's a lot of new stuff happening. We're starting to do wearables, and as technology starts to become on our watch and it's more personalized, that stuff, the technology fades away and it's more personal choices. And so I'm a little worried about people not thinking critically about the use of their technology. Bringing the clunk back hopefully will get people to realize, well, this is clunk free and that's important. So I want you to walk out of the gallery and then take your phone out of your pocket and ask a new question.
The new MacBook uses a lower power Intel Core M processor. It's not as powerful as a regular Core i5 chip, but it allowed Apple to build a laptop that's both thin and fanless.